So this week we're talking about geometry and polygons. A polygon is a shape that is closed with straight sides. So um, when we compare polygons, sometimes we will use what's called a Venn diagram. You might have seen it in reading, but how can we use it in math? A Venn diagram compares two things. If something is in the middle, it means it has both of those things, both of those attributes. I am going to use this Venn diagram to compare shapes with right angles and parallel sides. So if a shape has a right angle and parallel sides, it's going to go in the middle. So my first shape is a triangle. And if you look at my triangle, does it have a right angle? Think yes or no. And then you think, does it have parallel sides? So when I look at that triangle, it does have a right angle, but it does not have a parallel side. Remember, parallel sides are two lines that could continue without touching. So I look at my next shape on the side. I have a rhombus, and I know a rhombus has to have four equal sides. And I think, does my rhombus have right angles? Would I be able to fit a square in that corner? Does it have a pair of parallel sides? My rhombus does have parallel sides, but it does not have right angles, so it would just go on the parallel sides side. My next shape is a parallelogram, and the name kind of gives that shape away, but does it have any right angles? Think, does it have parallel sides? My parallelogram does have parallel sides, but it does not have any right angles. My next shape is a square. What do you know about squares? A square has four equal sides, just like a rhombus, but it also has to have four right angles. So by knowing what a square is, I know that it has right angles and parallel sides, so it would go in the middle because it shows both attributes. My next shape is a trapezoid. Does a trapezoid have right angles? Or does my trapezoid have right angles? Does it have parallel sides? A trapezoid does have one pair of parallel sides, but my trapezoid does not have right angles. That doesn't mean a trapezoid couldn't have right angles, but my trapezoid doesn't have a right angle. And my last shape is a rectangle. Where would my rectangle go? Does it have right angles? Does it have parallel sides? My rectangle does have four right angles and parallel sides. So I can see all of my shapes, and I've got my completed Venn diagram. Now I want you to make your own Venn diagram, and I know since you're at home you don't have your iPad, so I will just give you some paper for you to use, and what you have to do is pick 5 different shapes. You have to choose 2 of the attributes below. You may not use my combination of right angles and parallel sides, but if you want to use right angles with quadrilaterals, or if you want to use parallel sides with polygons, that's up to you, but you cannot use right angles and parallel sides together like I did. You also must label your shapes. I want to know the name of each of your shapes in your Venn diagram, and you have to have at least 5 different shapes. If you want to do more than that, you're more than welcome to, but you have to have 5 different shapes. We miss you, Sammy, and I hope we see you soon, and I hope you feel better.